Happy to say that I had a productive week. I took you behind the scenes of one of the assessments that I did physically in order to track my progress, as well as what I did on the course and how I think through my club selection. So I hope that helps you to choose your club's best and score as low as you can. Check out this view, okay? Whoa, that's sick. I finished up my training session this morning at Miami Biomechanics. It was an awesome group session. I started out with a little assessment with one of the head trainers, Greg, who took me through a lot of very interesting tests. It was really fascinating talking with the trainers about functional patterns and how it really is correlated with everything. We completed a full assessment to see where I am now and the progress that I will make. We've been going through a lot of one-on-one sessions, but this is my first group class, which was really a lot of fun. Love the energy of the group and the 6 different movements that we worked through in a circuit form. Really solid stuff. I enjoyed it a lot. And I also could tell that things were starting to click. Certain muscle patterns that I've been working on are firing properly. They are becoming more smooth, and it is translating to my golf, most importantly. Really fired up about that and feeling good. So about to head out to the course. AirPods engaged. Time to lock in and draw some shots on the course and watch this beautiful sunset. Today I brought my practice out onto the course. I wanted to see what the yardages each club was producing since I've made these changes in my swing. So I dropped a few balls at each distance, and I found that my irons were going a little bit shorter than my normal, but I do believe that's because I'm still in think mode and thinking through the changes that I need to make instead of just kind of being explosive, being athletic, and producing the shots a little bit more fluidly. I know after getting back out for a few more sessions, it will come and I'll get those distances back. So looking forward to carrying that out through the rest of the week. It is a new week, but we are still in the same solid routine. So pulled over at the park and we're about to do some band warm-ups. Now that I was able to check my yardages on the course, I thought that I would take you guys through club selection for approach shots or par 3s coming into the greens. You'll see the pin position on this hole is a front left tuck pin, and we have a bunker. So we need to be really careful about how we choose our target. I know it's very tempting to go at the flag. However, you'll find more often than not, it's way smarter to air towards the center of the green. So the way that I pick my target is that I always check out where is the pin, and then where is the most room on the green. Typically, that's working away from wherever the pin is tucked. So here, as I said, we have the front left pin position. So I want to actually aim to the center of the green or the left center. That way I have a little bit of room for air if I pull that left, or we also have room to the right where there should be a good space for us to land our approach shot. The next thing that we have to be careful about is the club selection and the distance. So because it's a front pin, we want to make sure that we get it to the hole, if not past. If the pin was in the back, then we never want to err on going past the hole. More often than not, we're going to be in some trouble. But because it's a front pin, we do want to make sure that we have plenty of club to at least be pin high and air long. So because this pin in particular is only about 7 pieces on the green, we're going to land it pin high. So I have exactly 160 to the pin, and I want to land it 160. That way we get it to the pin and it can roll a little bit past the pin, airing towards the center of the green. So I planned up this shot, and now let's see it come to life. Little rule of thumb that I use is if I have an 8-iron or less in my hand, I could err a little bit more towards the pin rather than the center of the green. And then if I have a 7-iron or above, then I'm gonna err a little bit more towards the center of the green rather than the pin itself. This system is a pretty good, red light, green light strategy that keeps me in check in tournaments. That way, regardless of the conditions, you can kind of sense out and pick good targets that you can commit to and then execute when you're on the course. So I have 2 things for you to close this week. 1, I want to challenge you guys all to play 9 holes and hit to the center of the green. Disregard the pin, hit to the center of the green, and see how low you can go. And secondly, encouraging everybody to be very intentional and set your intentions for the week. That way you know what your goals are, you know what you're getting after. For me, I was making sure that I was putting the shots that I had seen on the range into action and making sure that I was executing the right numbers, the right club selection, all super important factors in order to execute. So whether you're a golfer or in whatever industry you're in, I definitely encourage you to lay out, okay, what are my goals and how am I gonna crush those goals throughout the week? What do I do daily? What do I do hourly, weekly, monthly? And also keep this in mind with the new year coming up. I would say be super aware about some of the changes that you need to be making and what can you do to put those changes in action and make sure you start the new year strong.